Let's meet the starters for race 7. Again, number 1, Great Tempo is scratched. The 1A is Yankee Cruiser, owned by Brian Penske Stable, Incorporated of Downers Grove, Illinois, by Penske Stables of Plato, Minnesota, trained by Brian Penske. Dean Magee is up. 1B is Stage Door Left, owned by Brian Penske Stable, Incorporated, and by Tim Town of Mundelein, trained by Brian Penske. The driver is Dave Miller. 1C is Western Gambler, owned by Brian Penske Stable, Incorporated, Peter Allison and James Thomas of Illinois and Florida, trained by Brian Penske. John Campbell is up. 1D is Tigerly, owned by Brian Penske Stable, Incorporated, Vernonshire Racing Stable, R&D Sampson Stables, and Penske Stables of Minnesota, trained by Brian Penske. Mike LaChance, the driver. 1E is Star Style, owned by Brian Penske Stable, Inc. of Downers Grove. Brian Penske trains, and this time he also drives. The 2, Odds On Kevin, owned by Odds On Racing of Oak Lawn, of trainer Robin Schatt. Andy Miller in the bike. 2A, Odds On Santee, owned by Odds On Racing, trained by Robin Schatt. Tim Wilson Jr. of Martinsville is in the bike. 2B is Odds On Barry, owned also by Odds On Racing, trained by Schatt. The driver Dave Magee. Number 3, No Pan Intended, owned by Bob Glazer's Peter Pan Stables, Incorporated of Pepper Pike, Ohio, trained by Ivan Sugg. The driver Dale Heitman. Number 4, Carey's Royal Flush, owned by Wayne Carey of Mineral Point, Wisconsin, trained by John Bootenshane. The driver Tony Morgan. Post time in only 5 minutes. Win wagering and exacta wagering only. They're at the post. The gates rolling for race 7, the Little Pat. Odds On Barry off stride. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Odds On Kevin and Tigerly come out for the lead. Yankee Cruiser gets away third, followed by Odds On Santee in the center of the racetrack, who comes out fourth. Then Stage Door Left and Star Style. No Pan Intended, Western Gambler settling toward the inside. Then Carey's Royal Flush, and a long way back to Odds On Barry, who's laughed after breaking stride before the start. Odds On Santee is parked in third, moves up into second, now challenges Tigerly for the lead. Opening quarter, 27-2. Odds On Santee leads it by a length. Tigerly is second by 1 length. Then Odds On Kevin, Yankee Cruiser, and Stage Door Left. And here comes Yankee Cruiser from fourth, and here comes Tigerly from second. Tigerly regains the lead before the half, but here comes Yankee Cruiser up on the outside. Star Style is in the outer flow of traffic as well. Yankee Cruiser is up to get the lead at the half-mile mark by 1 length. Tigerly goes second. Star Style is third outside of Odds On Santee. The half in a quick 54 and 4/5 seconds. Odds On Kevin is fifth, flanked by Stage Door Left. No Pan Intended, 6 lengths off the lead and taking toward the outside. 3.5 more lengths to Western Gambler inside of Carey's Royal Flush, and a long way back to Odds On Barry, who is last. Midway on the final turn, Yankee Cruiser leading Star Style by a half length. Tigerly locked in third, joined there by Stage Door Left. Odds On Santee to the inside, and No Pan Intended on the outside, 4 lengths off the lead. 1:24-2, the time for the 3 quarters. Yankee Cruiser opens up by 2, 3 lengths clear off the far turn. Tigerly to second on the inside of Star Style, who regains that spot in the final 8th mile. And further back, it's a battle for the 4th position, but Yankee Cruiser is leaving the field behind him. He's got it by 5. Star Style is second, and then No Pan Intended. It's all Yankee Cruiser. Yankee Cruiser wins it by 6 lengths. Star Style was second. No Pan Intended third in 1:51-2. Into the winner's circle, a new stakes record for the Little Pat, 1:51-2. Yankee Cruiser, Dean Magee with the winning drive. Manuel Hernandez picks up the caretaker's medallion. Our own Jim Hannon is presenting the Little Pat Trophy in the winner's circle. Yankee Cruiser, owned by Brian Penske Stable of Downers Grove, Illinois, by Penske Stables of Tim Penske of Plato, Minnesota, trained by Brian Penske, driven by Dean Magee. This colt is already the 2-year-old track record holder at Balmoral Park. Believe that may be the first victory by Dean Magee ever in the Review Stakes. We know he's won other races here, but probably his first in the Review. Not a bad time to do it, a $52,000 purse.